Hi guys, it's Amy. Today I'm going to help you guys pick up some distance, and I'm going to talk about the impact position. When you're swinging, the grip, the setup, weight distribution, swing plane, and etc., all those are preparing you for that perfect impact. If you don't have those fundamentals correct, but if you manage to go in square at impact, you will somehow hit it straight, but you will be lacking power and consistency when it comes to direction. So we do want the fundamentals down. But I see a lot of amateurs these days work very hard. You guys get a lot of lessons and practice a lot. And a lot of you have the fundamentals down. It looks great. But it's really rare to see someone who can use all those good fundamentals and connect it into the club head and be able to compress the golf ball like the pros do. So when a student comes in and he or she has no idea how to create an impact, I have to show them two things. The first would be the impact position. So I have to show them what the weight distribution is, what your body angles are, and what your club is doing, etc. I have to find you the feeling and find you a drill you can do to help you fix it. And the second thing I have to show you is the position right after the impact, the post-impact. So if you know exactly what your post-impact is supposed to be like, then you can go into your impact with a lot more power and a lot more speed. So I do want to talk a lot about those two things. So I'm going to split them up and give you separate lessons. So today, I'm going to talk about the impact position. So I have a 7-iron in my hands, and the correct impact position would be like this, boom. So there's about 80 to 90% weight in my left leg, and the shaft compared to the setup is leaning about 10 to 20 degrees forward, and my shoulders, they're squared at setup, but at impact, they're about 10 to 20 degrees open to the target, like this. This is correct position for impact, and except for the driver, this impact position works for all the other clubs. Okay, so the most important point in impact is that you transfer your weight into the left leg 80 to 90%, and then you're going to make contact with the golf ball right after. So the weight shift is the most important part in the impact position, because a lot of amateurs actually don't quite get your weight shifted all the way into the left and kind of pull the arms through while you're shifting your weight, and that causes side spin and lack of power, right? So when I ask the amateurs to shift their weight, they usually go like this. They end up tilting the head backwards. I guess if you do this, your hips are left of your head position, so it makes you feel like you've shifted. But as you can see, the weight is actually more in the right foot. I guess on TV, if you watch tour pros, a lot of them looks like someone's holding their head and they shift their body only like this. And some of the younger players actually do tilt back ever so slightly in their impact. So I guess a lot of people try and copy it, but they're actually just tilting their head backwards like this. So the pros, they actually started playing golf when they're a lot younger and when they're a lot more flexible. And plus, when it comes to fitness and flexibility, the pros stay on top of it because they are professionals. So if you're an amateur who started golf later, or if you lack flexibility, you don't really want to copy this movement because this may kind of hurt your neck and your back, and you're prone to injuries. Plus, if you're tilting back and you lack flexibility, you may not be able to get 100% of your weight into the golf ball, therefore power is going to be weaker, so you will hit it shorter. And lastly, when you tilt back, sometimes the weight goes into the right foot, so that kind of messes with your direction and distance as well. Okay, so we have to work on that head position when it comes to impact. So if you look at my 7-iron stance, you know the ball position is kind of in the middle of your stance with the 7-iron, and it's kind of in line with the head right here. So I'm going to go off of that and talk about the head position. So if you stand right here and you coil centered, you know your head still moves slightly right of the golf ball, maybe a ball right of it. That's normal. And then from here, when you go into the impact, you can tell that my head had moved a ball or two left of the golf ball where it started. So this is where I want you guys, this way. So that way, even if you lack flexibility, you're able to put all your body weight into the golf ball and create more power. So I didn't lift the head up, I didn't go up, I just went laterally left with the body shift. You see that? So in order for us to get used to the impact angles position and the head position, there's a fun drill. It's called a pump drill. I'm sure some of you have seen this. So what you're going to do is you're going to pump twice like this and then hit it on the third downswing. So when you're pumping, you want to kind of concentrate on two things. You want to make sure you get into that left and get into that correct impact position, and you want to make sure your head is shifting left with the body. So kind of like this. Let's go left. You're gonna pump and hit. So if you keep doing these pump drills over and over, you will get more comfortable loading into the left. So you're going to use all of your body weight into the golf ball, and you will get more familiar with the correct positions with the club and your shoulders and all that. So when you're doing these pump drills, once in a while you feel like you kind of hit the ball automatically and it felt really light, and you're like, wow, when did I hit the golf ball? That is the correct feeling. You don't want any vibration in your arms, any pain in your neck or shoulders. You want to use the body for maximum power and have no injuries anywhere in your shoulders or your back. Okay, so I hope that was clear. I hope you were able to follow along. And if you have any questions, you're always welcome to come visit me on my Instagram, Facebook, and website and leave any questions you have. And I will see you guys in the next lesson.